Is this the best GameCube controller? This is the NYXI Warrior. Yes, we've got the black and the purple as well, but I wanted to unbox and show you the orange one, the spice orange one, inspired by the Japanese GameCube edition, right? Because it's my favorite. So let's crack it open and check it out. I am, just disclaimer, gonna say right now that we are gonna be testing this on the Steam Deck, even though that's not listed as one of the compatible things on their website. It works. So here we go. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful, isn't it? So there's the spice orange, there's the original purple, and there's the black. There you go, you got all three. So you got the black, orange, and the purple. But let's see what else we get in the box. So we get a manual as well, and then we get an accessories pack, and inside here, we get loads of stuff. All of this stuff. So first of all, we get the smallest USB-A to USB-C cable I've ever seen, because you want to be like playing like this, you know, like. And then we get a USB-A to USB-C cable, a really long one, which is good because you can play wired if you so like. This is mad. This is actually a GameCube or Wii, you know, because the Wii supports GameCube controllers, adapter so that you can turn it into a Wavebird. That's right, you can actually play with this on an original GameCube. Now, I actually have one right up there in the corner, but since I've moved, I don't know where my cables are, so I haven't been able to test it out, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm sure it works just fine because the rest of it does as well. But yeah, you've got this that plugs into your original GameCube or your Wii, you know, whichever you want. I'm guessing that's a sync button, and then you just sync it up to this adapter just there, and away you go. Then we get this, which they call the tournament-ready Mario Moustache. Hey, Mario. And it's not a Mario Moustache at all, because he didn't have a ginger mustache. I can't say mustache. This is actually for the back. We will look at that soon. And then what we also get is some spare gates. So we actually get some circular gates, because obviously being a GameCube, it's got octagonal gates. So you can actually swap these out just by spinning this, right? And then pulling up like so. That removes the joystick cap so that you can, instead of the C stick, you can use a full size stick. But personally, I just prefer using a C stick, but you just end up sliding it down, click it down into place. And then you can, if you want a circular gate, stick that on and slide it round. So now I might as well just show you that back piece, you know, the Mario Moustache that we were talking about, because on the back, we have this, which is the back paddles, right? Which you can button swap to, or like, you know, do turbo or whatever you want to do with these, right? But it's got this little latch that lifts it up, right? And then you can pull that out. You can put this one, not that way around, this way. You latch it down, click down, and away it goes like that. And then you don't have the back paddles anymore. I must admit, it's a little bit janky. So like, you know, it didn't seem to want to go in there very well. Like, look, if I put that in, you kind of, and then, yeah, there you go. So now that is in there, but yeah, okay. Like, yeah, it works. I mean, it gets rid of that thing, but it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to want to sit in there overly well. That one goes in there well good, you know, like that goes in there really easy, look, nice and easy. Maybe I've got a dodgy unit. I've had these for quite a while now, but you know, I've just not bothered changing this back piece. But yeah, that just doesn't want to go in there very well on mine. So we'll leave it with these. So let's take a look at the rest of the controller, shall we? So we've got traditional GameCube stylings. We've obviously got the adjustable gates and sticks and replaceable sticks as well, which are Hall effect. So these are actually Hall effect sticks. We've got a optical mechanical D-pad, right? So they have optical mechanical switches. I'll go into that in a moment. And yeah, so it's clicky, but it's very responsive. And then we've got optical mechanical face buttons as well. Then we've got just normal mechanical triggers and, well, bumpers, sorry, just on the bumpers. Then we've got analog, Hall effect analog triggers, which are adjustable, right? So you can basically turn it into a hair trigger if you want with these little latches. So all the way down, or just a little bit down like so, right? So that's something as well. It is obviously wireless, but also wired. Works on Switch, works on PC, works on Linux with, you know, Steam Deck just here because I've been testing it. And yeah, basically everything else. We've got a settings button, which lets you do the button swap to the back. And it also lets you do turbo as well, if that's something that you want to do. You've got your screenshot button. Well, it is your screenshot button. You've got your minus, your plus, your home up on the top just there, as well as HD rumble. So actually it has HD rumble, and you've got your little like player status down there at the bottom. So this is a seriously spec'd out controller. I don't know why NYXI went to town on this, like real hard on this, and don't do the exact same specs in like just a normal Pro controller for the Switch or just like a multi-platform controller, because this is cool, but it is GameCube styling and not everyone's going to want to play modern games on a GameCube controller, right? But you could, of course, you could. But yeah, so I reckon they should redo this, like just take everything this does and put it into a normal Pro controller. But yeah, I mean, this is really spec'd out, like super, super duper spec'd out. It is very, very cool. And yeah, it's clearly taken off from their NYXI Wizard, you know, the Joy-Cons that we've done a lot of videos on in the past. You can see them on the channel if you want to see those. But this is now gone like, yeah, proper GameCube controller if you so wish. So much you can do with this. I really, really enjoy this. You can turn it on by pressing the NYXI face, right? And then it automatically connects. And now I'm actually on the Steam Deck. Now on the Steam Deck, I went into the controller settings and obviously paired this via Bluetooth, but I also changed the Steam Deck settings to mirror a Nintendo layout so that then A would be A, B would be B, you know, so I can navigate it like that rather than like Xbox layout, you know, so that's something to note if you're going to use this on the Steam Deck. Now, optical mechanical switches, mental. I've never known a controller to use optical mechanical switches. Normal mechanical switches obviously depress a button with a little switch, right? Instead of membrane that kind of just slaps against the board. So instead of having a normal mechanical switch that you find in mice, you can also find optical mechanical switches in mice, and they're usually like the more premium ones, because what it does is instead of hitting a switch as there's like a little bar that goes down as you press it, right? It actually breaks a laser. So as the little like lever breaks a laser, it inputs, so it is super quick, something like 0.2 millisecond input or something. But yeah, there's almost zero travel on these. It is super, super quick. And they have the classic clicky as well from, you know, the mechanical switches as you know and love. Some of you might like them, some of you might not. But yeah, this is a seriously spec'd out controller. I'm enjoying this a lot, mainly playing on the Steam Deck, which I use as my sort of older titles, retro titles, and emulation as well. So I've accidentally just loaded up F-Zero GX there, and why not? So here we are playing F-Zero GX. I absolutely love this game, and I'm so glad to have a GameCube controller that is, you know, wireless, so Bluetoothed and everything, with absolutely modern features, Hall effect sticks, freaking optical mechanical switches, which I still cannot believe. Like, this is just a dream to me. I'm playing GameCube on a modern system. Like, the Steam Deck just here, the Steam Deck OLED plays GameCube games absolutely brilliantly at like 3+ times resolution and stuff, and I can stretch the screen out like this, and it is just absolutely amazing. So playing my favorite childhood games on a modern system with a beautiful OLED screen like this, plus having, you know, a... Hang on, what's boost? There. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by playing the game. So yeah, plus having an up-to-date modern GameCube controller to actually be able to enjoy these games. Like, this is something like a dream come true for me. Like, it really, really is. And yeah, I just can't get over how much fun this is, because before I'm just playing these games like on the Steam Deck, which is fine, you know, but obviously I could hook this up to the TV now and then use this controller wirelessly and actually kind of relive my childhood in the best way, knowing that this controller is not like old and janky and rubbish. You know, this is one of the most top spec controllers I've seen in a while, especially for like retro stuff, right? This has got to be the best retro controller that you can get, at least for GameCube. It has to be. And it can do so much stuff. Like, it really, really can. I'm a massive fan of this controller. I think it's super cool that NYXI have done this after they've done the Joy-Con versions, you know, so that you can use this across anything. Like I said, you can use this on Switch, you can use this on PC, you could use it on your phone if you wanted to, or even the original GameCube and Wii. Like, How cool is that? That is really taking it to the next level for retro gamers, in my opinion. I definitely commend them for doing this. So the NYXI Warrior just here comes in at £54, and you can save 10% off with our discount code, which is the link down in the description. So that's quite a bit of discount. That's like a £5 off, you know, 10%. You know, you do the maths. Only really recommend getting one of these if you are heavily invested in GameCube. Someone like me that's using, say, like the Steam Deck here to play like a load of older titles, or if you're a big fan of playing the original hardware or anything, you just want an up-to-date modern controller, this is just so cool. And if Nintendo Switch ever release GameCube onto like the Switch 2 as part of Nintendo Switch Online, well then this is still going to work because it's just a Bluetooth controller. So that could be something that you could use as well, which I definitely will if that becomes a thing. Anyway, what do you think about the NYXI Warrior? Do you have one already? Have you been waiting for me to do a review? I know it's taken me a little while, sorry about that, but you know, there's been lots of other things and I've just been enjoying playing GameCube on my Steam Deck with this. Anyway, let me know your thoughts of the video down below. And if you've liked it, like this video, subscribe, become a member, and you can see these videos early and talk to me and AJ in our private Discord. And talking of AJ, go check out our podcast over here. Check out another video from me down here. Bye.